hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fruit Basket, where today we have a very special episode planned. Where today I'm really just going to talk about what I'm excited for when it comes to what we're going to get in 2025, whether it's movies, TV shows, shit like that. I'm just going to kind of run down a list that I have right up here and just kind of talk about what I'm excited for, at least to some degree. And now, it's not going to be everything, obviously, that's coming out, because some shit I'm just not excited for. Like, starting off, I'm not really that excited for Captain America, Brave New World, so it's not even on my list. I'm really not. The more that comes out about that movie, the more disappointed I am, which sucks, because I wanted to give that movie, I wanted to be somewhat excited when I first saw the trailer, because I was like, okay, they're trying to go back to, like, a Winter Soldier vibe, but honestly, like, how do you get that with, like, a Red Hulk and all this additional stuff that they're adding? I don't know. Like, I like Red Hulk, I just don't think he fits in this movie. They should just do, like, a Hulk sequel and do it there. I don't know why. There's, like, plenty of Captain America villains you could do, but that's something we can talk about for another day. Probably I'll talk about it either when the movie comes out or when it comes out on streaming so I can watch it, because I'm not going to see that opening day. Or next month I plan on doing a Captain America video based on, like, Sam Wilson's first outing as Captain America. We'll see if I get that done. It depends on if I can finish another video I plan on doing, because I said this months ago at this point. But I am planning on doing a series on this channel where once a month I will pick a comic book, like a volume or something, and then read it, and then make a video about it, kind of reviewing it, going over it a bit. Kind of like what Comic Pop does with their back issue series, or kind of like Comic Storian, but I'm not gonna, like, read the entire thing out to you. Or like Owen Likes Comics, kind of. Stuff like that. I want to make that stuff, but because I do a lot of other stuff, with, like, my main channel, my gaming channel, and this channel, I just am gonna do it, like, once a month. Hopefully, we'll see. But I do plan on covering that. Maybe I'll talk more about Brave New World in that video, because I feel like, just from what I've seen, like, looking over the first volume of Sam Wilson's Captain America, it seems like it would have been way better of a premise than what they're going with, but again, that's a future video right there. But let's get into what I'm actually excited for this year. So starting off, we can talk about movies. And the first movie I'm going to bring up is a Looney Tunes movie that is coming out in February 28th, called The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Now, in all honesty, I seen the trailer for this, and I'm not, like, jumping out of my seat excited, but I honestly just want to see this movie, because I feel like it's been a long time, especially since we didn't get Coyote versus Acme. Like, that movie got scrapped. I just really want to see, like, a slapstick Looney Tunes movie, and I feel like this is the closest we're gonna get. Like, I grew up on Looney Tunes. I loved the Looney Tunes show, if you remember that, from, like, the early 2010s, I believe. It was fun. I really liked it. I would like some more of that. So yeah, I mean, I am excited for this movie. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but if it comes out on streaming, I'm definitely gonna, watch it on streaming. Next up, we got Thunderbolts. I actually am kind of excited for Thunderbolts, because, well, I feel like it could definitely fall into the same trap that Captain America Brave New World fell into, where it was like, oh yeah, we're going back to, like, a Winter Soldier vibe, but not really. I think Thunderbolts is actually trying to do that, where Captain America Brave New World is just saying they're doing that. I've seen both trailers for the Thunderbolts. I think they're both good. Again, I don't think it's going to be great. I don't have a lot of faith in a lot of Marvel projects recently, but, I'm hoping. I honestly do kind of hope. I think the cast is a bit boring, but from the dynamic we see of them in the trailer, I think it's going to be fun. It comes out May 2nd. I'm excited for it nonetheless. Then we have Superman July 11th. I mean, do I really need to say anything about this? I believe the previous podcast episode was literally about Superman. So you could go watch that if you want to get my thoughts on it. But yeah, I can't wait for this. I think it's going to be really fun. It's just, I really can't wait. It just looks so fucking good. Hopefully I can see it on my birthday, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we have Fantastic Four First Steps, which comes out 2 weeks after Superman on July 25th. I do have hopes for this, but I'm waiting for a trailer to really solidify my opinion on whether or not I should be excited. But I'm excited nonetheless, just from what we got in glimpses, like, a practical effects thing. The suits look great. Galactus, we're gonna get. I mean, I'm excited, but I still wanna. I don't want to get my hopes up too soon. Speaking of getting my hopes up, the next one does not have a release date. Chainsaw Man the movie Rezark. I can't wait for more Chainsaw Man. I love Chainsaw Man. I just can't wait for this fucking movie to come out. But no release date as of right now. But we'll just have to wait and see. We do have a trailer for it. I could imagine it coming out in the summer, maybe. We'll see. But it looks great. They got new animation. I've never been one of those people who complained about the animation style in season 1. I do like the season 1 animation, but I understand some people's gripes about it. But at the end of the day, it looks cool. I don't care. But yeah, this movie looks really good. I can't wait to see more Chainsaw Man. I just miss Chainsaw Man so much. I finished the anime. I should start reading the manga because I had the first 4 volumes. But I keep picking up other stuff. I should probably get to that at some point, but I just can't wait. So that's kind of it on movies. 5 movies to look forward to. I think that's pretty good. Again, stuff could get released later on. That's the thing about this video, is that there could be stuff that's announced later in the year, to come out later in the year, once this year keeps going. But right now, we're just talking about things that have an announced date. Now, when it comes to Daredevil, comes out March 4th. Really excited about that. Daredevil Born Again. I plan on watching the first 3 seasons of Daredevil before this, but we'll have to wait and see, because I do also want to... I've been getting a bit of an itch to rewatch How I Met Your Mother again, despite the fact that I've seen that show so many times. I've rewatched How I Met Your Mother in its entirety more than 5 times in my life. I'm just getting that itch again to watch it. But yeah, I'm excited for Daredevil Born Again. It could be a flop just because it is, a Marvel show. It's not going to have the same Netflix quality that the other ones did, but we'll just see. I don't know. Echo at the very least tried to copy that formula a bit, and I think it was successful in copying the feel, even though the show wasn't really that good. It was kind of boring. But I don't know. I feel if they really as long as they focus more on the writing, if they continue the feel that Echo had, I think they'll do pretty well. Next up is Devil May Cry, which doesn't have an exact release date, but it is supposed to come out in April. It's a new anime. I believe it's coming out on Netflix. Just excited for more Devil May Cry. Love Dante, love the games. We'll just have to wait and see. Then we have Go Go Loser Ranger Season 2. I literally just finished Season 1 earlier today. I was watching it when it came out, but then I kind of dropped off it. Not for any particular reason. It's just I was I kind of want to watch some other stuff right now, but I just finished it up. Really good. Love Go Go Loser Ranger. Can't wait for Season 2. During this time, I should also probably start reading up on that as well. But yeah, it's just great. I've always been a Sentai, Power Rangers, the Tokusatsu, I think I'm mispronouncing that. Those types of shows, I think they're, really fun. And I like the kind of the boys twist on this one. It's very intriguing and isn't exactly as black and white as you think it is. It's not just oh, the Rangers just suck entirely. There's, some gray to them, even though they are supposed to be the bad guys. We'll just have to wait and see. Then we have Wonder Man coming out in December. This is really only on my list of, I'm excited for this just because it's Wonder Man, and I have a soft spot for Wonder Man. Outside of that, from that little teaser we got where Marvel was just like, here's all of our shows coming out, it left a lot to be desired because it looks like it's about a man who was going to take up the role of a character called Wonder Man in a show or movie. And I'm just kind of like, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. I liked how they portrayed Wonder Man in the MODOK show, and unfortunately feel like that's gonna be closer of like a faithful adaptation of who Wonder Man is than the show. But I'm just excited. I hope they do well by the character, but you never know. Now we're gonna skip over that to video games. And the first one on my list is a controversial one for very stupid reasons. And it's the only one of these video games that has a confirmed release date, which is Assassin's Creed Shadows, just because I've always been a fan of Assassin's Creed. Well, at least some of the earlier ones. I kind of jumped off probably after Unity, because I feel like after that, it just got worse. I know there's, a strong fan base of people who really like Unity after the bugs got fixed, but I never really went back to it. I tried Syndicate, wasn't great. Then they said they were gonna redo the entire format, and I was like, I don't know. I'll wait and hear about it. I did. I heard it was pretty good. I never gave it a try. But Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's going back to, it's doing what fans always wanted. It's, Assassin's Creed Japan. And honestly, I kind of like the way that they're doing it, where it's like, no, it's like you can also play as a samurai and keep some of the, modern Assassin's Creed format, and you can play as an assassin, and I kind of like that. It's still Assassin's Creed game, so it's gonna be, kind of iffy. I don't think it's gonna be a great game, but I still want to try it out. But honestly, there's like the controversy surrounding it is so fucking stupid. Outside of that, a lot of other games, like every single other game on this list, for my knowledge, does not have a release month or a release date as that. It's just games that are speculated to come out this year. The first one up is Doom: The Dark Ages. I saw that trailer. I have never played a full game of Doom in my life. This one got me excited to play Doom. I think it's the only, I think Doom is cool, and I do want to try it out at some point, but I feel like from what we got in the trailer for this, it gave me a lot more reasons. Like, whenever I saw Doom gameplay in the past, I was like, okay, this is fun. Maybe if I, just, don't have a game I immediately want to play, I'll hop on it. And I just never did. It's one of those games where I was like, I'll play this maybe. But with Dark Ages, like, okay, I have to play this. This is going to be an experience. It's basically everything that I could possibly want out of a video game from a series that I never thought I would really play. It's like, okay, you have a shield that bounces back at you. You have a mech. You can ride a dragon. It's like, okay, this game was designed for me. I don't care what people say. This is designed for me, and I'm playing it. Next up is Ghost of Yotei. I have not played Ghost of Tsushima yet. I really want to. That's definitely, unlike Doom, that's one I'm definitely going to play in the future. But Ghost of Yotei, I definitely want to give it a try after I play Tsushima, so I had to play that first. Next up, we have Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra. It looks great from what we've seen so far, at least with the cinematics. Obviously, we need to wait to see the gameplay, but it looks good. Well, I'm just waiting for it to release some gameplay footage, honestly. Next up, we have Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Obviously, it looks great. Can't wait to play it. I've never been a giant fan of Metal Gear Solid, but I played 5. It was fun. I want to try out 3. I could just replay it. I could just buy 3. I think it's on Steam. Sorry. Who knows? Maybe I will before this gets released, and then I'll compare the two, see how well it is. And then finally, Pokemon Legends EA. I love Pokemon, so this just had to be on here. But it's been a while since we heard anything about it. Unfortunately, I feel like they're going to wait this out a bit until the new Nintendo console comes out, which is gonna suck. Because, no. That means I gotta get something else outside of my Switch. But whatever. I I don't know. I feel like the more I find out about this and the more they delay it, the less excited I get about it. I hope they're only pushing back when we're going to get this so that they don't have the same problems they had with Scarlet and Violet. I don't think that's the case, though. I think they're literally just waiting for the new console to be launched, and that's it. But other than that, apparently we're not getting different starters. We're just going to get the Kalos starters, which hopefully means we get Mega Evolutions with them, or else why even give us the same starters? Then we have, I believe it only takes place in Luna City. That's going to be interesting. So who knows? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. At least with Legends Arceus, we got all of Sinnoh, but from a past point of view, I don't know how I'm going to feel about Kalos all taking place in just one city. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be in the future? I don't know. Next up, this is kind of like the miscellaneous part where it's going to just cover other stuff I wanted to talk about. And in this, it's going to talk about mostly like pro wrestling and comics. I mean, that's really entirely it. But this is other stuff that I'm excited for in 2025. I'm going to start off with the comic side of it. I'm talking mostly about the Absolute DC comics we're supposed to get this year with Absolute Flash, which looks amazing. I love Wally's suit in that. I find it interesting to see where they're going to go with this because I thought they were going to possibly go with like a horror element with the Speed Force out of like one image we got of it. We also get like a look at the Rogues who look to be like government agents or something, and they look cool. I can't wait to see that. It just looks great. I'm glad we're getting another Wally series because, with how long Barry has dominated ever since coming back to life, I just want more Wally. I'm a Wally guy. I'm not a Barry guy. Next up, we have Absolute Green Lantern, which is supposed to be a cosmic horror, I've heard. I don't know. It looks cool. I've seen some of the art for it. It looks to be like an ensemble cast too. Like we're getting Jo from Far Sector, but like a different version of her in the Absolute universe. But we're still getting Hal and John, and I think Kyle and Guy are supposed to be in it. Maybe Jessica. We'll see. Hopefully they can put Simon in there somewhere. I'd like to see Simon get some love. But we'll just wait and see. An Absolute Martian Manhunter. Honestly, it might be the one I'm most excited for out of all three of these. First off, it's written by Dens. What's his fucking? How do you pronounce it? Dens Camp. He's writing Ultimates right now, and that's really good. I would love to see what he can do with Martian Manhunter. Also, I just really like the look of Martian Manhunter, and the art looks incredible. They actually made a monster out of clay, and that's what they based Martian Manhunter's look on, and I just love it. It looks so abstract. It just looks so fucking different, and I can't wait for that. And also, we have a new Ultimate book coming from Marvel with Ultimate Wolverine, where he is going to be the Winter Soldier, and I'm excited for that. That just looks so fucking cool. Can't wait. I love the suit. The muzzle looks a little weird on the costume. I believe I talked about this at one point, probably on the podcast, but I just can't wait for it. I love the Ultimate Universe where they're going right now, and I just can't wait. Then finally, the thing I'm most excited for, but also I'm kind of dreading about 2025, is the retirement tour of John Cena. I love John Cena. He's my Superman, alright? He's my pro wrestling Superman. Love John Cena. I would never not love John Cena unless he does something really atrocious. But he's just... This is going to be heartbreaking because, it's good on one hand because I get to see one of my favorite wrestlers, back into the WWE after, only really showing up once a year. He's back in WWE. He's going to do matches. He's going to be on shows. He's going to be on the weekly shows. He's going to be on pay-per-views. He's going to they're going to give him so many opportunities too. He's going to be in title matches. Hopefully he can go down to NXT, have a match there. I just can't wait. But also, that means we're not getting John Cena after this, because he said he's done. And John Cena is one of those people where if he says he's done, he's done. I do not see him coming back for one final match after this. Maybe. But it has to be the right person. It has to be this person is absolutely going to be the next one up. And I could see that, I don't see him coming back after the retirement tour for one more match with like CM Punk, because those are two guys who really, if you're gonna have John Cena out there with anyone after the retirement tour, he needs to be like someone very young who can kind of help him get there, because he's an older guy. Okay, love John Cena, great worker, but he's an older guy. He might need some help here or there, but at the same time, I still think he's gonna pull off incredible matches. There's so many matches, like final matches we can get from this. We can get him and Orton. We can get him and Punk. We could get him versus Rhodes, which might take place at WrestleMania. That's like the rumor right now. I would love for that to be the case. That was my original. That was my idea. Like going, like before we really got into this year, I was like, do a torch passing. Have him pass the torch to Cody Rhodes. And it looks like that's going to be the case. Maybe it'll be for the WWE Championship too. I would love to see him and Gunther, him and Rollins, him and Breaker would be awesome. Him and Carmelo Hayes, him and Andrade, maybe. Yeah, that would be cool. Who else? Him and McIntyre would be really fun too. Him versus Jacob Fatu. Trick Williams, I feel like would be really fun. Who else? Who from NXT? I would hope he doesn't get into the ring with Oba Femi, honestly. I love Oba. I feel like that match would rule. I would just be scared for John. Just to be like, John, just don't do it, man. You have so much to live for. We still have the rest of the tour. That's also going to be another thing. I'm going to be very nervous anytime John Cena takes a nasty bump, because I'm just like, please don't tell me he's injured. We cannot end this retirement tour on a whimper. Him versus Styles, definitely too. Like, that's the final one you had to do. But that's really it in terms of this whole list. But yeah, I'm really excited for that overall. John Cena's retirement tour, that's what's gonna get me through a lot of this year. It's just getting to see one of my favorites, close the book on his career as a pro wrestler. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, we've been going for quite a bit of time. So yeah, that's really what I'm excited for when it comes to 2025. Let me know down in the comments below what you're looking forward to. And I will see you all next time. Peace.